Well, a big thank you to our over, I think, 525 patrons and 33,400 subscribers. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, listening to this amazing music. It really means a lot. So let's continue. But if you want to join in on the fun and get a video just like this, there is a link in the description for our Patreon. Join the $15 tier or up, one free request a month. See you later. Well, this is a band we have not done in a while, and that's a shame, so let's change that. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, I know I am. We are back with Led Zeppelin. We're going to Led Zeppelin III. And I honestly don't think we've done any actual studio stuff of theirs on here. I'm actually pretty familiar with Led Zeppelin II. Of course, the debut too. But after that, I didn't realize how shaky my knowledge in the band actually was. I guess that's what, childhood kind of stuff will do to you, because I thought I knew more than I did. But obviously, that's apparent. So we're going to be listening to 2 tracks from Led Zeppelin III. Side 2, one of them is Tangerine, and the second one is bron-y-aur Stomp. I'm going to guess, and I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. Apparently it's a cottage in Wales, I think. Something like that. I think that's what I read, but I probably am butchering it. Tangerine is actually, I think, a reworking of a Yardbirds song, and it's a Jimmy Page arranged track. So we like the Yardbirds around here, and we haven't done them in a while, so maybe we should do that soon too. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll link my limited Led Zeppelin playlist up there. I think there's like 6 videos, so maybe we'll start working through the stuff I don't know, because obviously I don't know what I thought I did. Alright, if y'all want to subscribe, help a brother out, and click that icon right below my face, I'd really appreciate it. And if you leave a like and a comment, I would appreciate it even more. Alright, Tangerine, Led Zeppelin, 3, 2, 1, go.
Summer's day, I only find it slips away to gray. The hours they bring me pain. Tangerine, tangerine, living reflection from a dream. I was her love, she was my queen, and now 1,000 years between. Thinking how it used to be, does she still remember times like these?
It's using a 12 string too.
And I do.
That's the double John effect right there. John Bonham and John Paul Jones. Steel guitar too. That was awesome.
I was her love, she was my queen, and now 1,000 years between.
I wasn't expecting this. Wow. Oh, what? It's already over? That is not fair, bro. Come on. I heard this is like a more acoustic side of things. That's kind of why I went for it. I've never really heard that side of them, not that much. $1970. I love Bonham's hi-hat. Yes. I love hand claps. That's awesome. I love this side of them. Jimmy plays acoustic so well, bro. Whoa. I love Robert's voice so much. Those hand claps are awesome. That's so funny that happens so much in music. You're like, damn, those hand claps really add a lot. And they do. Well, that was, like I said, not a side I was not very, I'm not even like accustomed to, because I have heard tracks like that, I guess, where they're more acoustic, maybe even folk-based, you know, songs by them. But the second one, they kind of took that into overdrive. Jimmy was ripping that thing, dude. Tangerine, it had this almost like a country, not a country, I'd say more like a western sort of feel to it. I wasn't expecting that. That was really cool. obviously it's just, I could just name it. Jimmy Page on guitar, Robert Plant on vocals, John Paul Jones on bass, and John Bonham on drums. There you go. And this is an album that I think I've only heard of like 2 songs from it. When I actually looked at it, I was like, wait a second. Because I wanted to do some for Zeppelin. It's been a while, and they're sorely lacking on the channel. I know Immigrant Song, obviously. I know Since I've Been Loving You. I might know Celebration Day. I don't know if I do, though. And then I didn't know any of side 2. I was like, wait a second. I don't know any of these songs, bro. That's crazy. So I just randomly picked 2 of them. Tangerine and bron-y-aur Stomp. Hopefully that's how you say it. I definitely think I prefer the second one, but that steel guitar and all this they were using, the pedal steel, it was a very nice sound in Tangerine. Okay, so the ballad reflects on lost love and features strummed acoustic guitar rhythm with pedal steel guitar. Yes, it does. Okay, yeah, so yeah, the second side, more acoustic oriented side. All right, that's what I figured. The Yardbirds song, it was called Know That I'm Losing You. That's what the 1968 version was called. And then it was reworked into Tangerine, I guess. And it's been recorded by a lot of other musicians as well. There's disagreement over the lyrics. Okay, so although writers do not question who composed the music for the song, there is some disagreement over who wrote the lyrics. In addition to being credited as the songwriter on all Led Zeppelin releases, Page claims to be responsible for the lyrics. I had written it after an emotional upheaval, and I just changed a few of the lyrics for the new version. Tangerine and Dazed and Confused are the only Led Zeppelin songs with lyrics that credit Page as the sole songwriter. I did notice that when I was looking at it too, so interesting. But was it written... Okay, so it was a joint composition for the Yardbirds, though, so I guess they're asserting some things. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. It doesn't really matter. But I'd really enjoyed the kind of overall Western kind of mixed with British folk sound right there, especially in the second half. That's where it really kind of picked up with that sound. The first half, it just sounded like a Led Zeppelin song, like with acoustic, but then the second half kicks in and you're like, whoa. And then it's over before you know it. I was actually kind of mad that was over so quickly. I was like, that was not fair, bro. And it needs another minute at least. Definitely the highlight would be the pedal steel in that. And of course, Robert's vocals. I mean, they're just iconic, bro. The second he just breathes and it's iconic, bro. It's just, I wish I could do his voice, bro. But it's so freaking good. Every time I hear it, it doesn't matter how many times I hear a song by them either. Like, you would think Stairway to Heaven or something like that would get annoying after a while. Maybe for some people it does. But the second Robert starts singing that song, you're like, oh man, there he goes again. And then by the end of the song, you're like, damn, he's good. That's just the truth. Then you go into the second song, bron-y-aur Stomp. Where'd that one go? Wasn't a single or anything, I don't think. Background. So yeah, it's about a house that's in Gwynedd, Wales. I'm gonna guess that's what it's called. It's where they were treated in 1970 to write Led Zeppelin III after having completed a concert tour of North America. Bron-y-aur, if that's how you pronounce it. It means hill of gold. The cottage had no electricity or running water, but the change of scenery provided inspiration for many of the songs on the album, including this one. And then I guess there's another one called Jennings Farm Blues. That's like a rough mix of this song, or like bootlegs or something like that. And then there's Jennings. Oh yeah, that one's the same thing. But I guess when they remastered all the albums, they put it out. That's cool. But I prefer that one. That there's a lot of energy in the playing. I liked John Bonham's hi-hat, and then of course, no matter what, John Paul Jones is one of the steadiest bassists in history, bro. He really is. The second you hear him come in, you're like, oh, he's just like Ox or John Entwistle from The Who. You hear him come in and it's just like, good God, bro, relax, I think it's great. Both those songs that we just listened to, definitely a different flavor of Zeppelin for me, at least. Like, because I thought I knew them. I only know Led Zeppelin 1 and 2, basically. That's the truth. I thought I knew more than I did, but I do not. Same thing with Pink Floyd. I knew like 1 or 2 albums that like my mom liked. She kind of showed them to me when I started smoking pot and stuff like that. That was her, I guess, trying to connect with me. My mom and I Had a one night, I'm just gonna share this. This is maybe a little too personal, but let's just say that my mom helped. Me and my friends were just hanging out. She came home. Say she might have, and you know, whatever. We might have smoked a little bit, and then we went to Denny's. And she took me and all my friends to Denny's, 2 a.m. in the morning, laughing her ass off. That was the first time I ever felt like I actually connected with my mom. It had been like 5 years or 6 years since my dad died. And we had just a great night. And, you know, she had a great time with my friends, you know, because we were all like, I don't know. I'll just say, I'll say 19 or 18 for the purposes of YouTube. But it was a fun night, you know, and I'll never forget it. And she's such a great mom. And like, you guys know I'm adopted too, so she's been there for through everything. Even, you know, I treated her like shit for a lot of years during my bad years, shall we say. But she's still there now. And I love her very much, and I miss her. Every time I listen to Led Zeppelin, you guys know if you follow the channel, I always bring my mom up. Led Zeppelin was her favorite band, so I love her. And just listening to this makes me want to call her, I'm not going to lie. So maybe I will. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any recommendations for any other Led Zeppelin tracks we should do, leave it down below. There might be like a pinned comment. There might not be. If not, just leave it anywhere down there. And Jimmy Page is just a technical wizard with an acoustic guitar, 12 string, whatever he's playing, the steel body, anything, man, anything with strings. I've seen him play stuff with a bow before, man. I mean, like, he is like I said, a wizard, a technical marvel, as they might say. Even down to like his Yardbird stuff, like everything I've heard from him, he is a dominant force in every song he's a part of, and I think that's crazy, man. Like the consistency of that man throughout the years is kind of staggering. There's a lot of artists like that from this era, but I think Jimmy was one of them that was just he was one of the best, man. And I'd still say that he was my favorite part of these, you know, even though I love Robert's vocals, but John Bonham and John Paul Jones are hard to beat sometimes too. Even though these were, you know, Jimmy focused songs, they still made their presence known, very much so. And they're such a dominant rhythm section, man. That's like the key to all these successful bands, if you really think about it, like the Who, the Beatles, all the big bands from this era. They had a dominant, rock steady rhythm section. Just saying, think about it. Name me a band that's huge from this era that doesn't have one. I'm open to, you know, be wrong, but I think I'm right. Just saying. See you later.